Chapter 1. Songs Beneath the Udu Tree. By the time Imezimma turned 7, Umuaka was a world alive with the sound of creation. The season had painted the earth with dust the color of ripe cola, and the village air throbbed with the pulse of drums as preparations for the Iriji, the New Yam festival, filled every compound. Children, their laughter like scattered beads, chased after wooden hoops through the compound, dodging clucking chickens and the watchful eyes of their elders. In the center of the village, the Obi of the Council of Elders stood, a larger, more imposing structure adorned with carvings of leopards and eagles, symbols of strength and foresight. Children chased grasshoppers in the yam fields. Women pounded cassava or diced it to abacha. And from the market square came the echo of men sharpening cutlasses and carving new masks for the Manwu spirits. Imezi's laughter could often be heard near the Udu tree at the heart of her father's compound. She was a child of bright curiosity, with eyes like polished onyx and hair that curled in stubborn defiance. Her brothers, Obieze and Namdi, were taller and stronger, but it was she who had the mind of her father and the voice of her mother. "Imezi!" Ugoeze would call from the kitchen hut, her voice like a song wrapped in sunlight. "Come grind these peppers before your father returns. If you let him meet you playing again, his words will burn hotter than his forge." But Imezi would only grin and answer, "Mama, the peppers will not run. Let me finish my story first." She sat beneath the Udu tree surrounded by other children. Onyeka, her shy cousin with one missing front tooth. Ajero, who swore he would one day be a hunter. And Ngozi, her best friend, the daughter of the village Dibia. Imezi was their storyteller. "And then," she said, eyes gleaming, "the tortoise told the sky spirit, 'I will eat the feast myself.' But the sky spirit laughed and turned him into a shell, so he could never eat again." The children roared with laughter, slapping the red dust in delight. From the nearby hut, Ugoeze smiled to herself. There was power in her daughter's tongue. Music when she spoke, command when she whispered. The old women said such gifts came once in a generation. As dusk fell and the drums began to call for evening dances, Maazi Ikeobi returned from his forge, his bare chest glistening with sweat. He sat on his wooden stool, sipping palm wine from a horn, watching his daughter dance by the firelight. Her movements were not yet those of a woman, but they carried something older than her bones, something that made the air around her tremble. "Ugoeze," he said quietly, "your daughter moves like she remembers something." Ugoize's eyes darkened as she looked at her child twirling beneath the flame-lit sky. "Perhaps," she murmured, "she remembers what we have all forgotten." That night, as the moon climbed over the Aro Ngu hills, the drums of Umuaka sang long into the night. The people danced, laughed, and offered thanks for harvest and life. And somewhere in the spaces between song and silence, a soft wind stirred, the same kind that had heralded Imezimma's birth 7 years before. The elders said it was only the forest breathing, but the spirits knew otherwise. The storm had only just begun.